Now, let us look at the next type of question where we have to decide if L is parallel to M or not. It is not given to us that L and M are parallel, but some angles are given, and using the properties of angles we have to check whether these lines are parallel or not. Now, in the figure it may appear parallel or it may not be parallel, but you will have to actually solve and verify for parallel condition. Now, look at the first figure, L and M intersected by transversal. The interior angles on the same side of the transversals are given 126 and 44, and using this we have to make a conclusion whether these lines are parallel or not. Now, if 126 and 44 is added, we are going to add this 126 and 44, we find that 6 plus 4 is 10, 0, 1, 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 1 7, we are getting a total of 170 degrees. Now, if the total is 170, we can say that L and M are not parallel lines. The reason being, we know that the property is that if the lines are parallel, the sum of the co-interior angles will give me a total of 180 degrees. So, as long as we are not getting 180, we can say that the lines are not parallel. So, if it was 136 plus 44, we would have said that the lines would have been parallel, or 126 plus 54 would have been 180, then we can say it is parallel. But at the moment 126 and 44 is 170, it is 10 degrees short of 180, it is not equal to 180 degrees. So, we can say that L and M are not parallel. So, this is parallel and we are crossing it out, indicating that the lines are not parallel. So, here the total is not 180, it is 170 degrees. If it would have been 180, the sum of the co-interior angles, then we would have said the lines are parallel. Now, look at the second one, is L parallel to M? One angle given here 75, another angle also given 75. Now, if this is 75, we can say that these are vertically opposite angles here. So, if this is 75, this angle here will also be 75. Now, using the same property of the co-interior angles or the consecutive interior angles on the same side of the transversal, here we have two angles 75 and the other angle is also 75, which is giving us a total of 150. Again, it is not giving us a total of 180. So, we will say that lines are not parallel. So, in both the questions that we saw here, we are using the property of the co-interior angles, and if co-interior angles is giving us 180, we would have said the lines are parallel. But in both questions, in one case we got 170, in the other case we got 150. Therefore, in both cases L and M are not parallel lines. Let us see this third example where we have to determine if L is parallel to M. The unknown angles are here, we do not know the other angles, all the known angles are given 57 and 123. In the previous two cases we saw that the lines are not parallel. However, let us see whether in this case whether lines are parallel or not. So, we have seen that this is 123 and this is an unknown angle, we can represent it by x. So, using linear property, 123 plus x we can say is 180 degrees by using the linear pair property. So, x we can say is 180 minus 123 degrees. So, when we subtract 180 and 123, we are going to get 57 degrees. So, when we get x as 57, we find that the angle here, that is above L and between this transversal and L, with 57, and this is 57 and this angle we have also found out as 57 just now, and these form corresponding angles. Now, if corresponding angles are equal, then we can say that the lines are parallel. So, here we can say in this case L is parallel to M because the corresponding angles have been found to be equal. So, whenever corresponding angles are equal or the sum of the co-interior angles add up to 180 or the alternate angles are equal, then we can say the lines are parallel. So, here we are using the property of corresponding angles. We saw that the corresponding angles are equal. 57 was already given to us and we have found out this 57 by using linear pair property. The corresponding angles are equal, therefore, we can say in this case lines L and M are parallel.